Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. And if you are new here, welcome. I'm Heather from Mindset Made Better. In today's video, I'm talking about how we teach people how to treat us. But before we get into it, if you love personal growth and self-improvement, you've come to the right place. Each week we put out a video that goes along with our articles over on mindsetmadebetter.com. Over there we have daily posts of great quotes and apply those teachings to our modern times. So if you enjoy this kind of content, please subscribe to our channel. Today's quote is, "Be careful what you tolerate. You're teaching people how to treat you." I know I speak a lot about how we teach people how to treat us, but it bears repeating because we tend to lose sight of it. What we choose to tolerate in our relationships will continue. By tolerating any behavior or situation that we don't want to tolerate, we're showing that person that what we say is intolerable actually is tolerable because we aren't doing anything about it. Now, we can struggle with tolerating nonsense for many reasons. Mine have been the following. I felt guilty setting limits and boundaries, or that I'm just being unfair by doing so. I've wanted to save someone, or I focused on all their untapped potential. I was terrified of being alone. I had poor self-esteem and self-worth, like not believing I deserve better treatment. And overall, I was just very insecure with myself. And the truth is, even the kindest person will unconsciously assess what their partner will and will not tolerate. It happens on an unconscious level, and it's reflected in how they treat you consistently. And it's up to us to set appropriate boundaries and love ourselves enough to walk away from a relationship that continuously causes us harm. If you're an empath like me, you might have challenges with knowing what your non-negotiables or deal breakers are in your relationships. We really have to be able to define those things for ourselves because they're the foundation for our boundaries and us communicating how we wish to be treated. How you begin to define what your non-negotiables are is really asking yourself the hard questions about what's important to you in a relationship. Be honest with yourself about what you feel comfortable with and what you don't. Put aside any fears you might have about losing someone in your life. When we're too afraid of losing someone, we can begin to compromise our own standards. You also have to know what your core values really are. Those are going to guide you as to what's okay and not okay for you. And you should also know what things are nice to haves, but you're willing to compromise on. And these things may evolve and change just as you do through different stages of your life. It's so easy to get caught up in the loop of wondering why someone behaves in ways that hurt us. And what that does is it puts the responsibility of what you're feeling on someone else and their actions, rather than on you, how you're feeling, and most importantly, what you're going to do about it. Let's look at this dynamic in romantic relationships. There are times when our partner will unintentionally hurt us and times when we'll do the same. And in a healthy relationship, you can talk openly and honestly about it and come up with a plan on how to handle things going forward. But what happens when you've talked to your partner and they just keep hurting you? We just don't seem to understand why they keep behaving in ways that hurt us when we've told them that it does so many times before. And we get trapped in a vicious cycle of feeling traumatized by the experience. I always say, instead of getting mad at a clown for being a clown, you have to start asking yourself why you keep going to the circus. Here's the thing. If someone is aware that they're hurting you and they continue to do it anyway, they've made an intentional decision to do it, regardless of how it impacts you. And I would say if that happens, well, that's good information for you to have about that person. When we keep fighting about it and wondering why this keeps happening, what we're really doing is avoiding responsibility for what we're allowing in our lives. We focus on changing someone else's behavior, which is impossible to do, rather than be accountable and responsible to ourselves for ourselves. You see, by staying stuck in the loop, we avoid sitting with the horrible feeling that our partner continues to do things that they know hurts us. It can be a hard pill to swallow, but when someone shows you who they are, believe them. We teach people how to treat us based on what we choose to put up with. If someone continues to do things that hurt you and they're fully aware of what they're doing, you need to have an honest conversation with yourself about the relationship. Ask yourself, what boundary are you willing to set to protect yourself? But that is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me today, and I hope that you found this video helpful. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. It will help us out majorly. And be sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our weekly videos. Until next time, stay healthy, stay positive, and remember, we have the power to determine what kind of treatment we will accept in our relationships. We enforce this by setting clear, healthy boundaries. And remember, what we allow will continue. We'll see you next time.